right, welcome back to another episode of the Critics Collective. We are giving you the top 5 numbers for the box office with weekend 1 of 2025. Happy New Year, everybody. How you doing, Dad Panther, sir? All right, that's great. Good to have you. I appreciate you. All right, so if you guys are just out joining us, this is where we talk about the previous weekend, the top 5 earnings of the box office and where it compared to the week before, and sometimes we get predictions of where we're going. Before we get into that, I do want to ask you guys, if you're enjoying this content, please make sure you support our videos by hitting the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit the alert button, and join our collective community. All right, now last week was the 52nd week, the last weekend of the year. And I want to show everybody where we were at with the top 5 so you can compare it to this week. Last week, we had Sonic 3 at number 1, Mufasa number 2, Nosferatu number 3. Wicked had jumped ahead of Moana for number 4, and then Moana fell to number 5. That was last weekend. Now we're about to talk about this previous weekend, the first weekend in January of 2025. All right. And it's going to be an interesting little shakeup here. It's going to be an interesting little shakeup because we didn't have too many big things release. We did have a couple of good movies. We had The Fire Inside, which came out, and that review is up and available. So make sure you guys go ahead and check that out and then let us know what you thought about it. But let's see if it actually made the top 5 here. All right, number 5. Wow. Number 5 is Wicked. As you just saw, Wicked was number 4 last week over Moana. They've been kind of slugging it out since they came out in theaters together. Wicked has now been in theaters 7 weeks, and it was number 4 last week, right? 9.9 million. It has made a tremendous amount of money, and it's amazing because it's still got a second half that's coming out this year.
It's the basically what they're saying is the most successful adaptation to a musical. Passing Mamma Mia, which was the respectful number 1. So it's also Disney's looking at Hamilton because they own that property. Do we do a live action with Hamilton, which is right now the biggest? So
it's coming.
I want to be in the room when it happens. I'm just saying.
I want to have access to the bank account when it happens.
I don't want to see it. That's going to hurt me. How many zeros, Lynn? That's going to hurt me. I know Lynn getting a check. He and all this.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So as I said before, as far as slugging it out.
Oh, is he segue? Oh, shit, you motherfucker. I thought you were talking about Fire Within or some Fire Inside. I'm like, slug it out.
You thought it was going there, but these two have been battling back and forth since they dropped in theaters. So Moana is actually 6 weeks in theaters, Moana 2, and it was number 4 last week. It's fallen to number 5. These two have just been.
This is some bullshit. No shade against Moana. Check the review we have for Moana and Wicked, but my goodness, it's only because the kids are out of school, man.
Yeah, man. It might stay in that top 5 just a little bit longer.
Sonic up there too. I'm so upset at this one.
All right, so like I said, the shakeup, not too much, but just slightly different. So number 3 last week was Nosferatu, and number 3 this week is Nosferatu again with 13
Sex
million.
with a Vampire.
Yes. Like it says, succumb to the darkness. All right, so it's 2 weeks out in theaters. It's trending in the right direction. As far as profit goes, it made another 13 million. And now we get to the top 2 that we've had over the last 3 weeks. It's been a battle between Mufasa, the Lion King, and Sonic the Hedgehog.
Mufasa was wrong, damn it.
It was wrong.
He was wrong again. How can you be wrong twice? Long live the king, and you open up number 2? Get the fuck out of here.
Weeks in a row, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 was number 1, and Mufasa the Lion King had fell to number 2. What do we have this week?
I feel like I'm on Star Search waiting for You might as well just flip that bitch to number 1 now. I don't give a fuck about this. I mean, I will say this. At the theater, there's kids that I love it. The kids are dressed as Sonic, Knuckles, Tails. So I love it. I see the market for it. We got a review for number 1, 2, and 3. Check it out.
Just check it out. But finally, congratulations is due. And hail to the king.
Mufasa, like the ladies say. Mufasa. Okay, all right. I told you we got a review for this one too. The music, it's addictive. I thought they did a great job with this one. Make that money.
Definitely. And that was a great review you gave on it because I did not I haven't watched it, but after listening to your review, I'm like, I probably need to go ahead and give it a
Make
shot.
that money.
Go ahead and
give us one more Lion King. I'm just saying.
I'm sure it's coming.
With Beyonce's daughter as the lead.
There you go. All right. So
watch that happen.
It's definitely gonna happen, but we're gonna make sure we repost this. It's like and put the date of when it was said here on the Critics Collective. When it was said here. All right, so that's Mufasa the Lion King and Sonic the Hedgehog, both in theaters 3 weeks, and they again just like Moana 2 and Wicked, they've just been shoulder to shoulder slugging it out. It's going to be interesting to see what comes next week. The biggest release is probably going to be Den of Thieves 2, and also the Last Showgirl with and I can't believe I forgot her name.
Yeah, I just forgot it right now. It was literally the poster was in my head. Yes,
Pamela Anderson she's doing a nice little indie release that's going to be limited time in theaters, and then it's going to go to streaming. So those two may shake up some things, and then I'm hoping that more people go see The Fire Inside. Shout out to them. Unfortunately, they did not make the top 5. The Fire Inside actually fell to number 10. It made 1.8 million this past weekend, but it's almost cleared its budget. It's made basically almost 8 million, and it was a $12 million budget. So please go watch that and then come back, watch our review. That's a movie that definitely needs to make its money and get everybody's support, and then let us know in the comments how you guys felt about it.
I'm curious, what do you think about movies that may come out in theater just to make some money when originally it was probably a streaming movie? The reason why I say that is if they make their money and then it goes streaming and people enjoy it, they've already made their money. And probably the biggest one I can think about right now is Moana 2. Moana 2 was supposed to be a movie or a show for Disney Plus. Right. And they were like, let's go. And so I'm just curious how many companies are going to start putting stuff out there and say, let's go get this money first and then put it on streaming.
I think you're gonna start seeing that more often, just to see, even if it's just a small bump, even if it doesn't make top 5, whatever. I think they're noticing that there are people that want to see the theaters, but it's just a nice little big push. Like Night Bitch was actually supposed to be straight to stream.
That looks like something that should have been straight to streaming, and they were able to make some money some money. But that'd be crazy. Can you imagine like a season finale of like Stranger Things? You watch the whole season, 3 years plus, and then now you got to watch the series finale only in theaters.
Yeah, and they'll get their money.
They'll get it. Hey, executives, cut us in a percentage of the checks, please. Like, not the Hamilton money. We'll take,
I mean, I'll take the Hamilton money too. So.
Gain the world to lose your soul.
Man. I mean, all right. Let me leave that alone. All right. So let us know in the comments what you guys think might be in the top 5 next week. What are you guys rooting for? What do you plan to watch? I am actually looking forward to that because I feel like there is going to be finally a bigger shift. The last 3 weeks have been kind of the same, with 1 or 2 dropping off here. So I'm looking forward to seeing that change. All right. So again, if you guys enjoy our content, make sure you support our channel, The Critics Collective. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, hit the alerts.
I just got exposed. My screen lit up, and I just want to explain to the viewers why this face just light the fuck up. I'm about to order pizza on a pizza website. We're not sponsored, so I'm not gonna say the name. But I didn't want somebody to think like it was something else. I got abducted or something. It wasn't
that bright.
I don't know. It felt I had guilt in my heart. Damn.
Yeah, it lit up like you was almost excited that this was about to end.
Because I was like, I felt like Brad Pitt in Ocean's 11, 12. I was like,
all right. Well, I'm gonna let you get to it. I want to thank you guys for joining us for another episode of the weekly top 5, the week 1 of 2025. Happy New Year to everybody. I'm Legacy Lingo. It's a Dad Panther.
I'm hungry.
See you guys on the next one.